Sustained performance in footy is more than just one great game. It's the same with your super. Host Plus is a super fund with a history of long-term top performance. Host Plus, we go with you.
This is general advice only. Consider the relevant Host Plus PDS available at hostplus.com.au before deciding if Host Plus is appropriate for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Good morning. Without any hint of hyperbole, you could legitimately ask the question, has there ever been a 24 hours in footy quite like the stretch that determined the minor premiership and the double chance? If you stop the clock across the 3 games with a tick over 5 minutes to go, the latter was Geelong, Bulldogs, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Brisbane Lions. And every position changed hands after that through an astounding confluence of events. Kicks that didn't score, glorious behinds, goals etched in folklore, clock controversies, debatable decisions, lounge rooms in various states of upheaval. Imagine if that had all been happening concurrently. Maybe it would have been too much. Maybe it would have blown our minds. So as much as casting snap judgments is our Monday fare, perhaps more than anything, we're reliving emotions. Melbourne fans who remarkably have never had that adrenaline rush of the after the siren winner, and to secure the minor premiership no less, an idea that previously existed only as a sepia-toned memory. Bulldogs fans who lived through the torture of Friday night, and I suspect resigned themselves to their fate, desperate to ignore what was happening at the Gabba before ultimately being drawn in and tortured all over again. The giddy high of Lions fans in the stands riding a desperately needed behind, and Port Adelaide fans anticipating their turn. I'm a believer in the sporting gods, and sometimes those celestial beings give us exactly what we need when we most need it. Saturday was a rough day in Victoria in our real lives, and we'll leave that to others because today doesn't feel much better. But the good in our world, that's our footy. And when they were most needed, the sporting gods conjured events that could scarcely be believed.
Young, got to go. Hand passes it out in front of Vandermeer. In the tackle, had to release it and did. Bailey Smith gives the Dogs a late look. A great kick to the square. Kept away from Norton by Marshall, and that's it. That's it. The Bulldogs are going to lose their place in the top 4 in the last seconds of the home and away season.
I can't lie and say that we're not pretty flat after that. Yeah, we're anticipating we're going to finish 5th, but all we can do is win as many games as we can from here on in.
Can they get a point from somewhere, from anywhere? The defender, Starcevic. McCarthy! Oh! It's a behind!
How's it got there?
It's a behind! Make it a double! The Brisbane Lions are going to get there by the barest of margins!
Oh, wow!
Spread the news around the Gabba!
Fair thought for the Doggy supporters.
They have just died in their lounge rooms around the country! The Brisbane Lions!
Look at him!
Face nose! Unbelievable!
To be honest, I thought we wouldn't win by enough to get up into 4th spot. I'd almost resigned myself to the fact that that's what would occur. In the end, it was never in doubt. I wish I believed that. That's not quite true.
So Guthrie is going to be forced up the line. Very, very close. It might drift
It's
out.
kicked out about on the full.
So Melbourne have got one
it's
last
50.
chance. So Lever to put it to the top of the square. He keeps it low. Goal! And he's got it! Big Max has got it! And after the siren kick to win the game for Melbourne and to finish top of the table, it's a slow build-up. Now the little skip, Max to win, and he's done it! Melbourne have come off the canvas!
I'm pretty emotional right now, to be honest. 57 years and something the club's been building for a long time, and that's for every fan right there, Melbourne fan who's been, embarrassed to sort of wear the Melbourne Footy Club logo, and to put the club back on the map and to be first is something that we've strived for a long time, and to be a part of this is just, it's unbelievable, to be honest, yeah.
Christian Petrarca, are you one of those Melbourne fans that he was speaking of? 1300 736 736. Snap judgments on a Monday, but reliving emotions of lounge rooms in upheaval, I would imagine. And for Bulldogs fans, did you try to keep it all at bay only to be drawn in right at the end? When it looked like it was possible only to have it snatched away. That's the ultimate torture. 1300 736 736. Snap judgments on a Monday as we look towards the finals and relive the emotion in all of that. It gave you a very clear idea, I think, of what a Melbourne premiership would look like, what it would mean, and that's the best story of the next month. We'll all look at it parochially, but the best story in footy is the Melbourne quest to end this drought. And our finals are Adelaide Oval and Launceston, the capacities at the moment. So 15,000 at Adelaide Oval by Health Department decree with the hope that that might rise, and 10,000 in Launceston. So just to give you an equivalency, 22,755 at last year's qualifying final when Port Adelaide and Geelong played. At the moment, it'll only be 15,000. And when Essendon and Hawthorn met at Launceston earlier in the year, and you'll remember just how pulsating that was, it was 14,834. It'll be 10,000 for the two finals to be played in Launceston. So a glorious quirk in its own right. For 5 years, I've raged against the pre-finals bye. Felt like a pretty lonely voice at times, but this is why the momentum generated by those events vaults us to the first weekend of the finals with frightening momentum, I reckon. Frightening momentum. This is how it should be. 1300 736 736. When will Carlton move? Is Stuart Dew safe? Could you see Scott Pendlebury at your club as a player and future coach, Sam Mitchell style? All of those to be contemplated this Monday.
Even after 50 years, we're still celebrating the classics at Macca's. So for our birthday, why not take our iconic taste to the next level? Party with a double quarter pounder, Filet-O-Fish, McChicken or Big Mac today. Available after 10:30am.
Hi, it's Shayna Blaze here. Join me on my podcast, Homestyle. We provide the ideas and inspiration you need for your home, DIY design projects and expert advice.
Red Energy's podcast lifestyle series, available from wherever you get your podcasts and the SEN app.